Hey there, I'm glad you can make it. Tonight, we're going to talk about the mirror Square-1. You might remember the classic mirror blocks puzzle, which you can see has these nice brushed metal stickers here that reflect really well. Well, this is the same concept but applied to a Square-1. And you can see that for this puzzle, I decided to use white stickers because I didn't have any brushed metal stickers. And also just because, in person, I like the look of this better than I do the look of this. On camera, in pictures, in videos, in this lighting setup, sure, this puzzle might look better. But in my personal opinion, in terms of what I'd rather have sitting on my shelf, I'd say this color scheme is better. This puzzle was designed by Jonathan Byrne, whom a lot of you probably know as NKCubed. He did a great job. I barely had to sand this thing at all. Mainly what I did after printing the pieces was, of course, I removed the supports if they were needed anywhere. And I sanded these faces of the center layer so that these pieces would kind of have less friction when moving. And that's about it. I didn't sand anything else. Of course, I must admit I did pump a ton of lube into this thing, because these pieces, some of their hooks, I thought they were pretty fragile, so I didn't really want to risk breaking some of them. I think one of these thick edges, probably this one, the stalk is just about to break off, so overall with this piece especially, you have to be careful. I don't think it's at risk if I just move things normally, but I do have to be careful. And the other problem is, sometimes if I do the vertical turn, it has the same problem as the Square-4, where two opposing edge pieces will kind of sideswipe each other and go, for example, this edge, instead of continuing to move here, it'll actually snag this one and go here, which is a similar issue as on the Square-4. But if you watch for them, it's really not that hard. The files for this puzzle used to be up on Thingiverse, but at some point Jason from Chewie's Custom Stickers started selling this puzzle. So Jonathan took it down from Thingiverse, which I respect. It's his design, he can really do whatever he pleases with it. And of course he was really nice enough to send me the file so that I could print it for myself. And really this puzzle is very well designed. You think about how little post-processing work I had to do. The hardest thing, well, not hardest, the most time-consuming thing I did was designing these sticker templates and cutting these stickers. But even then, I learned some things about the process, since I designed my stickers in Onshape, I learned a trick that I can use to design them a lot quicker than what I was doing before. So that was quite nice. All of the faces are different, all of the faces are completely different, is what I should say, except for these top and bottom faces. These are actually mirror images of each other, so I didn't have to design this template twice. I just designed it once and then flipped it. But all of these other templates are actually different. Pieces have different thicknesses. You can see them sprouting from here. Of course, since this is not in the center of the square, the cuts are going to end up at different places. In terms of turning, the thin side turns the best, I think. It's the most stable feeling. The thick side, it also, you can see, it turns really well right now, but sometimes it feels more catchy, and again, this thick piece, I feel like the inner stalk is really fragile. So I really don't want to be too rough with it. And this middle turn, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I actually did sand the inner parts of these centerpieces, so it's not bad, but you do have to watch for the pieces catching each other. And sometimes in the middle of a turn, you just look and you can't really see what's blocking the turn up, which is a bit annoying, but it's manageable. So, of course, if you want one of these for yourself, professionally printed, assembled, and stickered, they have wonderful options such as carbon fiber. They look amazing, some of the ones I've seen. I've included a link in the description to where you can buy this. But as for me, right now, I'll scramble it. Let's see, I'm not going to do any of that nonsense where I do a non-shape-shifting scramble before a shape-shifting scramble. That isn't really necessary on a Square-1. And honestly, I just feel like that would be kind of boring. So let's just get into the real scramble, where we scramble all of these pieces, as we should. That is not a cut. I don't know what I was trying to do right there, or why I was trying to do that there. Alright, so continue. It's the only cut that actually appears on this face. What's interesting on this one? That's stuck a bit. Must be this thick piece that, as you know, is kind of slow sometimes. Alright, and then this will be my last scrambling move, and then from then on, I'll solve the puzzle. See, this is what I mean. It's like, I'm trying to turn it, and it doesn't really seem like any... Oh. No, that's just me being a bit... not very smart. Come on. There we are. Alright, final scramble move. Looks quite messed up actually, but since it's really just a Square-1, you know, it shouldn't be too difficult to solve. So, of course, first step of solving a Square-1 is to get all of the edges onto the same face. That was about as simple as it is on a Square-1. Except in this particular case, the edges look nothing like each other. It looks just like a mess. I don't know. Maybe you could draw some kind of parallel to teeth, but I'm having a bit of a hard time visualizing that right now. So now the next step in solving a Square-1 is to break up all of the edges. And once you do that, you will have the cubic shape restored, which of course on this puzzle isn't actually cubic. And this is its cubic shape, of course, with cubic in quotation marks. Now it really looks like a mirror blocks, but kind of more of an organized mess than before, if you know what I mean. And you can see that all of the corners have been solved. So the next step from now is going to be permuting the edges. And if we turn all of the layers into their designated spot, the puzzle has been solved. Honestly, it didn't take that long. It's pretty much just like solving a Square-1. So overall, I really like this puzzle. I think it's very well designed. Make sure to check out NKCubed's channel, link is in the description of course, and if you want one of your own, make sure to go support NKCubed and buy one from Jason's shop. Thank you all for watching, and have a great morning.